Page 112, question number 1. The following details were extracted from the books of PQR Limited for 6 months ended 31st March 2015. Now 6 months ended, so opening balance can I say will be on 1st October?
Yeah.
6 months ended 31st March, so the opening balance will be on 1st October. In case it was year ended 31st March, then 1st April. Here 6 months ended 31st March, so opening balance will be on which date? 1st October. Any confusion in this? And then that's 6 months ended. The balances of customers account is 3,72,000. So that is debtors opening balance. Debtors have which balance? Debit balance. So in customers and debtors account it will come on debit side. Okay. Now the transactions for 6 months ended on 31st March 2015. As I said, I just want the normal entries. Then when we make the ledger accounts, I'll explain you in detail how to do the posting by normal journal entry itself. Okay, so Abhimanyu, credit sales. Debtors to sales, okay? Debtors are the receiver and goods goes out. Then Rajvi, return from customers. Sales return to debtors. Then Mayank, cash received from customers.
Cash account debit to debtor.
Cash account debit to debtors account. Aishwarya, checks dishonored. No, billed bills is checks and it is dishonored. Debtors to bank, we'll give it back. Okay, dishonor. When you receive the check, it's bank to debtors. Dishonor means reverse. Debtors to bank. Bills accepted by customers.
Bills to debtor.
Bills receivable to debtors. Remember, who accepts the bill? It is bills payable. But here we have not accepted. Accepted by customers. For customers, it is bills payable. For us, it is bills receivable. So bills comes in, debit what comes in, bills receivable account, debit, and debtors are the given credit they given to debtors account. Harshita, bills dishonored. Debtors to bills receivable, reverse it. Then bills endorsed. Now we did that. Whom will we give the bill, endorse the bills? We receive the bill from debtors, we endorse it to whom? Third party means creditors. Will endorse the bill to whom we have to pay the money. So bill always will be endorsed to whom? Creditors. Means what will be the entry for that? Creditors account debit to bills receivable account. Did you understand? The same bills what we receive from debtors, we pass it on to creditors, which is called endorsement. So bill is always endorsed to whom? Creditors. Creditors are the receiver and bills goes out. So creditors account debit to bills receivable account. Understood that? Bad debts written off. Rohan? Bad debts to debtors. Carriage charged to customers. Himanshi? Debtors to carriage. Okay, you should remember. Okay, always answer it to me directly, remembering it, not referring it. Here, carriage charged to the debtors means we will recover the money from debtors. So, debtors account debit, the receivable will increase, and to carriage. Carriage is not our expense. Don't debit carriage. We are charging it to our debtors. So, debtors account debit, we will recover from them. Receivables increases to carriage account. Any confusion with this? Cash paid to customers for the returns means whatever goods they have returned, we have paid cash to the customers. So, Sudhi?
Debtors to cash.
Yes, debtors are the receiver and cash goes out. So, debtors to cash. Cash discount allowed. Hina? Yes, discount is an expense. So, discount allowed account debit to debtors account. Bad debts previously written off recovered. Anjali? cash to bad debts recovered. It will have no effect. In fact, I made you write it in the notes yesterday. Because what is the journal entry? Cash comes in and bad debts recovered is our income. Cash to bad debts recovered. Transfers from bought means creditors ledger. I made you underline the words yesterday. Debtors ledger is also called as sales ledger or sold ledger. Creditors ledger is also called as bought ledger or purchase ledger. Anyway, I told you yesterday whether you transfer from creditors or you transfer from debtors, the entry is going to remain same. Both you have to reverse. So, creditors account debit to debtors account. Did everyone understand this? Prepare. Now listen and understand this carefully. Prepare sales ledger. What do you mean by sales ledger? Debtors ledger. Okay, sales ledger is debtors ledger. Prepare debtors ledger adjustment account in general ledger. Means in general ledger book, we have to make debtors ledger adjustment account. Cancel this adjustment account in general ledger, it's repeated again. And general ledger adjustment account in sales ledger means in sales ledger means in debtors ledger book we have to make general ledger adjustment account. Creditors are not asked in this question. Okay, in debtors ledger book we have to make general ledger adjustment account. In general ledger book we have to make debtors ledger adjustment account. Did you understand this, everyone? So make the formats, everyone, and then I'll explain you how to do the posting here. In the books of PQR Limited, in fact PQR Limited can give one common heading. Now in general ledger book, we have to make debtors ledger adjustment account. Make them half page each. In general ledger book, we have to make debtors ledger adjustment account. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, the agenda. See, in the beginning, first paragraph is here, balance of customer's account is 3,72,000. Now, understand this. See, debtors always have debit balance. But we are making it in which book? And in general ledger, other than debtors, we are going to record all those accounts. So all those accounts will have credit balance. Debtors will have debit balance and other accounts will always have credit balance. To complete its double effect, we make debtors ledger adjustment account. So here we have to complete its double effect by writing it on the opposite side, that is debit side. And same way, in the debtors ledger book, all the debtors will have, in the debtors will make all the customers account. So in the debtors ledger book, all the debtors will have debit balance. To complete its double effect, now we have to write in general ledger adjustment account on credit side. Okay, but you remember it this way. Debtors have debit balance. Debtors have debit balance. So in debtors ledger adjustment account, write it on debit side. And general ledger adjustment account, write it on credit side. You simply treat this debtors ledger adjustment account as debtors account. And from the normal journal entry, as we do the posting, do it that way. Okay, you treat this debtors ledger adjustment account simply as debtors account. So no need to think in detail. Do the normal posting. In debtors account, where do you write the debtors balance? Debit side. And treat this as opposite account of debtors. So I treat this general ledger adjustment account as the mirror of debtors. Is everyone of you clear with this? So in debtors, we'll write it on debit side 110. It will be 6 months ended. So 11014. 2 balance brought down. 3,72,000. And in general ledger, opposite side will write 11014. By balance brought down 3,72,000. Okay, so you simply remember the shortcut. This debtors ledger adjustment account is like debtors account, and this is the opposite account of debtors. Is everyone clear with this? Now, understand the other entries. Provision for doubtful debts will have no effect because there is bad debt reserves balance that comes in bad debt reserve ledger account. It does not affect debtors. Okay. So write down in the notes. Following balances and transactions. Following balances and transactions will have no effect on above accounts. Okay, first, provision for doubtful debts rupees 25,000. Provision for doubtful debts rupees 25,000. Got it, everyone? It is bad debt reserves opening balance, it will have no effect on debtors. Now, credit sales. Understand this how to record it now. Debtors to sales. See, actual concept is this way. Debtors to sales means in the debtors ledger book, in debtors account we would have recorded on debit side to complete its double effect. Now in general ledger adjustment account we have to write it on credit side. Got it, everyone? And to sales account will be maintained in which book? General ledger book. Sales account will be maintained in which book? General ledger. So in general ledger book, in sales account we would have written it on credit side to complete its double effect. Now we have to write it in debtors ledger adjustment account on debit side. Actual concept. Henceforth, no more discussion of actual concept. Okay. What is the journal entry? Debtors to sales. I told you, you treat this as debtors account. So debtors account debit means in debtors account will write on debit side. And to sales, everything opposite to debtors will be treated in general. So to sales means in general ledger adjustment account will write it on credit side. Did you understand this, everyone? The journal entry normal is debtors to sales and self-balancing entry is debtor ledger adjustment account debit to general ledger adjustment account. So debtor ledger adjustment account debit side 31/3/15 will give one time heading opposite account to general ledger adjustment account. Okay, as I said, the self-balancing entry is normal entry is debtors to sales. Self-balancing entry is debtor ledger adjustment account debit to general ledger adjustment account. So one time heading we will give debtors account debit side to general ledger adjustment account. Then in that we will record credit sales 7,30,000. Okay. Now as I said, normal entry debtors to sales, self-balancing entry debtors ledger adjustment account to general. To general ledger adjustment means in general ledger adjustment now credit side again one time heading we will give by debtors ledger adjustment account. And in that you will record credit sales 7,30,000. Understood this, everyone? Once again, shortcut what you do is normal entry of credit sales is debtors to sales. Debtors debit means in debtors account on debit side and to sales means in general ledger adjustment account on credit side. Both are opposite accounts. Did everyone understand this? Next. Return from customers. Sales return account debit to debtors. To debtors means in debtors account on credit side. 31/3/15 one time heading by general ledger adjustment account. Because normal entry is sales return to debtors. Self-balancing entry will be general ledger adjustment account debit to debtors ledger adjustment account. So to debtors ledger means in debtors ledger adjustment credit side opposite account by general ledger adjustment account. Sales returns 7,400. Okay. Now sales return to debtors. Two debtors means debtors on credit side. And sales return debit means in general ledger on debit side. 31,315 again one time heading to debtors ledger adjustment account. Sales returns 7,400. Understood that everyone? I repeat it, sales return account debit two debtors. Two debtors means in debtors on credit side. And sales return account debit means in general ledger on debit side. Both the accounts will come on opposite side. Did you understand this? Now cash received from customers. So cash account debit, two debtors account. Two debtors means debtors on credit side. Cash received 7,08,000 and general ledger on debit side. Cash received 7,08,000. Okay, so debtors ledger adjustment account you see from debtors point of view and general ledger you see from opposite accounts point of view. So here cash two debtors means debtors on credit side, cash account debit means in general ledger on debit side. Did everyone understand this? Any doubts up till here? This you will see from debtors point of view, this you will see from opposite accounts point of view. Okay. Check this on debtors to bank. Debtors account debit, so in debtors on debit side, check this honor. $2,800 to bank, so general ledger adjustment credit side, check this honor. $2,800. Able to understand it, everyone? Okay, next question on this I'll be asking you. So, bills accepted by customers, bills receivable account debit, two debtors. Two debtors means in debtors on credit side. Bills receivable, we can say drawn. Accepted by customers means we would have drawn it. 26,000. Okay, two debtors means debtors on credit side. Bills receivable account debit, general ledger adjustment on debit side. Bills receivable drawn 26,000. Then bills dishonored, reverse entry. Debtors to bills receivable. Debtors debit, so in debtors on debit side, bills dishonored. $3,600. And two bills means in general ledger adjustment on credit side, bills dishonored. $3,600. Is everyone able to understand it? Basically, we are just completing the double effects only, but we are doing it in a simple manner. That anything debtors, you write it in debtors account, and opposite account of debtors, you write it in general ledger. Okay. Bills endorsed will have no effect here because what is the journal entry? Creditors to bills receivable. Creditors account debit means it will affect creditors ledger adjustment account.
Yes.
And two bills receivable means it will affect general ledger adjustment account, which is kept in creditors ledger book. Pearl and Z will be edited. Creditors to bills receivable. Creditors account debit means it will affect creditors ledger adjustment account, not debtors. And two bills receivable means it will affect general ledger adjustment account, which is kept in creditors ledger book. Is everyone clear with this? Any doubts in that? So in the notes right now, bills endorsed. Second bills endorsed rupees 7,000. Why it will not affect below that right now? Creditors account debit to bills receivable account. Okay, Okay, debtors don't come in picture here. Creditors to bills received. If debtors is affected, then only it will affect these two ledger accounts. Next. Bad debts, written off bad debts, two debtors. Two debtors, so debtors on credit side. Bad debts written off. $6,300. And bad debts account debit means general ledger adjustment account debit side. Bad debts written off 6,300. Any confusion so far? Then carriage charge to debtors. I told you we are charging from debtors. Carriage is not our expense. So debtors account debit is receivable from them to carriage. Debtors account debit. So debtors on debit side. Carriage charged. $1,200. Okay, debtors account debit, so debtors debit side. To carriage means in general ledger credit side. Carriage charged. 1,200. Is everyone clear with this? Then cash paid to customers for return. So debtors to cash. Debtors account debit, so debtors debit side, cash paid for returns. $5,000. To cash means general ledger adjustment credit side, cash paid for returns. $5,000. Cash discount allowed. Discount allowed to debtors. Okay, two debtors means debtors credit side, discount allowed. $17,800. And discount allowed account debit, so general ledger adjustment account debit side, discount allowed. 17,800. Able to understand it, everyone? Bad debts previously written off recovered as cash to bad debt recovered, it will not affect debtors accounts. So that on the notes, third thing. Bad debts recovered 1,200. Bad debts recovered rupees 1,200. Below that, write down cash account debit to bad debts recovered account. So it will have no effect. Okay? Cash to bad debts recovered. Then transfer from bought ledger. Any transfer creditors to debtors. To debtors means in debtors on credit side. Transfers. $3,000. And opposite side in general ledger, debit side, transfers 3,000. Did you understand this? So you remember this, when you transfer, what is the entry? Creditors to debtors. To debtors means debtors on credit side and general ledger on opposite side, debit side. Is everyone clear with this? All transactions are recorded now, we have to do the balancing. Debtors generally have which balance? Debit. So debit side total will be more. 3, 10, 11, 11, 12, 11, 4, 7, 8, 11, 9, 11, 14,600, 11 lakh, 14,600. And 4, 7, 15, 16, 8, 16, 22, 28, 35, 38, 44, 6, 7, 11, 8, 3, 3, 4, 6, 1, 0, 0. 31, 3, 15 by balance carried down. Is everyone clear with this? And same balance will come in general ledger but opposite side, because everything we have recorded in both the accounts on opposite side. So here debit side total was more, here credit side total will be more. Credit will come to 114 611 1144 14600, and balance will remain 346 100 31 315, two balance carried down. No need to do it and check it for the other account, it will always be same only, because we know that we have written everything on the opposite sides. So do the balancing of one account and opposite side write it in another account. Is everyone clear with that? So everyone is clear how to make this debtors and general ledger adjustment account? Now see, we'll take up with question 2, which is related to creditors. This was related to debtors and question 2 is related to creditors. We'll not waste time now in discussing the entry first, we'll directly discuss it and solve it. What is asked? Let us see. Question number 2. Anyone still doing the balancing here? Should I take up with question number 2? The following details were extracted from the books of XYZ Limited for January 2015. Opening balance of, make it creditors, not creditors, ORS at the end, rupees 19,570, 1115. Opening balance is for 1115 and in the beginning and for January 15, 2015. In the first sentence, last word underlined for January 2015. It is only of 1 month. So opening balance on 1115 and all other transactions on which date? 31/1/15, end of the month. Opening balance on 1115, it's only of 1 month, like this was of 6 months. Question 1, this is only of 1 month. So opening balance 1115, all other transactions on 31/1/15. Prepare creditors ledger adjustment account in general ledger. There is a direct account, creditors account, we'll treat it like creditors account. And general ledger adjustment account in the creditors ledger, there is the opposite account. Is everyone clear with this? So make the two formats same way, half of page. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year.
Made it? Now, in the first paragraph, all of you can see opening balance is given 19,570. Now, treat it like creditors account. Creditors ledger adjustment account treat like creditors account, and general ledger adjustment account opposite account. Creditors will have which balance? Credit balance, and creditors account on credit side. 1/1/15. By balance brought down. $19,570, and opposite side in general ledger adjustment account 1/1/15. Two balance brought down 19,570. Got it, everyone? Now, credit purchases. One transaction, I'll explain you 1, 2, then I'll ask you, because it's related to creditors. Credit purchases, purchase account debit to creditors account. Two creditors means in creditors will write on credit side. First will give one time headache. 31/1/15. It's for only 1 month, so now the transactions will come on the end of the month, 31/1/15. One time heading by general ledger adjustment account. Credit purchases. $76,980, and opposite side in general ledger adjustment account 31/1/15 to creditors ledger adjustment account, one time heading. Credit purchases 76,980, I repeated, purchase account debit to creditors account. To creditors means in creditors account on credit side. And purchase account debit means in general ledger adjustment account on debit side. Is everyone clear with this? Next. Cash paid to creditors. So creditors to cash.
Yes.
Creditors account debit means in creditors ledger adjustment account on debit side. One time heading to general ledger adjustment account. Cash paid. $50,120. Okay, creditors account debit, so in creditors ledger adjustment account on debit side. To cash means in general ledger adjustment account on credit side. One time heading by general ledger, sorry, by creditors ledger adjustment account. Cash paid 50120. Did you understand this, everyone? Okay, repeat it. Creditors to cash. Creditors account debit, so in creditors ledger adjustment account on debit side. To cash means in general ledger adjustment account on credit side. Now I'll ask you, be attentive. First one, or discount received. Yes, creditors to discount received. Discount is our income, credit all incomes and gains. So creditors account debit to discount. Creditors account debit side, discount received. $1,330. To discount means in general ledger account credit side. Discount received 1330. Is everyone clear with this? Then bills payable accepted. So the creditors to bills payable. Creditors account debit, so in creditors ledger adjustment account debit side, bills payable accepted 5600. Two bills payable means in general ledger adjustment account credit side, bills payable accepted 5600. So all are able to understand this shortcut now. No need to have the self-balancing entry. From normal entry itself we do the posting. Next, bills receivable endorsed to creditors. We discussed this entry in the previous question. Will that affect creditors or not? Yes. In the notes we had written that because earlier was related to debtors account. What entry did I make right in the notes? Creditors to bills receivable. So it will affect creditors account. And that's the reason we did not record in the previous question. Okay? So endorsed will come here. Creditors account debit means in creditors it will come on debit side. Bills receivable endorsed. $1,800. And two bills receivable means in general ledger adjustment account on credit side. Bills receivable endorsed. $1,800. Any confusion in this? Then purchase returns. Harshita. Yes, creditors account debit to purchase returns. Creditors account debit in creditors ledger adjustment account debit side. Purchase returns 1670. And two purchase returns means in general ledger adjustment account credit side. Purchase returns 1670. Did you understand this? Then Provision for discount means discount reserve, no effect. The journal entry for provision for discount on creditors is discount reserve to P&L account, so it does not affect creditors. Write on the notes, following balances and transactions will have no effect on above accounts. Below that, first, provision for discount rupees 150. Write its journal entry below. White color, no effect. And discount reserve account debit to profit and loss account. Discount reserve account debit to profit and loss. If it's on debtors, then it's P&L to discount reserve. But this is on creditors, so discount reserve account debit to profit and loss account. Did everyone understand this? It does not affect creditors. Next. Discount cancelled being previously received from creditors. Raise your hand. Read the language carefully and tell me the entry. Discount cancelled being previously received from creditors. Yes. Creditors to cash. To the?
No effect.
No, it will have effect. Tell me the journal entry. Prajapati?
Discount to creditors.
Correct. See, just now when we received the discount, what journal entry did we pass? Creditors to discount received. Now if it is cancelled, what entry will you pass? Reverse. Discount received account debit to creditors account. When we receive the discount from creditors, what is the entry? Creditors to discount. Discount is our income, so we credit the discount account. Now cancelled, so you will reverse that. Discount received account debit to creditors. Did you understand this? To creditors means creditors on credit side. Discount cancelled 110. It happens many times. You return back the goods, the discount will get cancelled. Okay. Then in creditors account, credit side, and discount account debit, so general ledger adjustment account debit side, discount cancelled 110. Now, bills payable accepted, now honored. Raise your hand. What will be the journal entry? Means here it will have no effect. But what is the journal entry if bills payable is honored? Yes? That is when we accept the bills. On maturity now bills payable are honored means we have paid the money. So what will be the entry if bills payable are honored? Bills payable to cash. Cash does not go in. Bills payable we have to pay the money. Bills payable now honored, we have paid the money against bill on maturity date. So what is the entry? Bills payable account debit and cash goes out to cash account. Did you understand this? Does it affect creditor account? It will have no effect. So write down the notes, and in the notes I need to write bills, dishonored will have, but honored will have no effect. Write down the notes, bills payable honored rupees 5,000. Bills payable honored rupees 5,000. And below that, write down the journal entry, bills payable account debit to cash account. Okay, bills payable to cash, so it will have no effect. Now, endorsed bill dishonored will affect debtors account also and creditors also. Understand this, everyone? When we receive the bills, what is the entry? Bills receivable to debtors. When we endorse the bills, we studied right now. When we endorse the bills, what is the entry? Creditors to bills receivable. Then same bills are endorsed. Now if it is dishonored, you reverse both. So if endorsed bill is dishonored, then what will be the entry? You have to reverse both. So bills receivable to creditors as well as debtors to bills receivable. Creditors will give the bill back to us and we will give it back to debtors because they are dishonored. In case if we are making debtors account, then it is important. Bills endorsed will have no effect on debtors account, but endorsed bill dishonored will have effect on debtors account. Bills endorsed will have no effect on debtors account because the entry is creditors to bills receivable. But endorsed bill dishonored will have effect on debtors account because two entries will come on its dishonor. Did you understand this, everyone? So all these three recorded somewhere so that you understand it. Endorsed bill will have no effect on debtors, but any bill dishonored will always have effect on debtors account because finally we will give it back to the debtors. Any bills receivable which is dishonored will always have effect on debtors, whether it is discounted, whether it is endorsed. Did you understand this or not, everyone? When we receive the bill, bills receivable to debtors. When we endorse the bills, creditors to bills receivable. Endorsement of bill has no effect on debtors account. But when the same bill is dishonored, then first we'll reverse this bills receivable to creditors, and we will also give it back to debtors. So this also we will reverse debtors to bills receivable. Endorsed bill will have effect on creditors also and on debtors also. Dishonored. Did you understand this? Anyway, presently we are taking which account? Creditors. So in creditors it will come on credit side. Bills endorsed, bills dishonored. In creditors on credit side, endorsed bills dishonored 400. Okay, two creditors, so creditors on credit side. And then bills receivable account debit means in general ledger adjustment account on debit side, endorsed bill dishonored. $400. Okay, but from debtors point of view, this transaction is more important. If bills are endorsed, then it will have no effect on debtors account because the entry is creditors to bills receivable. But if endorsed bill is dishonored, then it will affect creditors account also and debtors also. Okay, next. Transfer. Any transfers I told you the entry is creditors to debtors. Creditors debit, so now in creditors it will come on debit side. Transfers 7,500. And opposite side in general ledger adjustment account credit side transfers 7,500. Okay, creditors to debtors, creditors account debit, so creditors debit side and general ledger adjustment on credit side. All transactions that are now being creditors account which side will be more? Credit. So first we'll do credit side total. 19, 95, 96, 400, 96, 900, 97,000, 60, 97060, 29040, 31,115, two balance carried down. And it will be same will be of general ledger, but your debit side total will be more. 97060 and balance 29040.